reason is really, really, really dope. Like,
Yo, reason. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it's your boy Rizzy, and today we've got our special analyst, economical analyst, and analyst of music, analyst of soccer, analyst of world travel, analyst of everything, Mr. Muzhingi.
Yeah, it's nice.
And one of the best chess players I've had the privilege of playing against. He went to Switzerland to do a span of things. He played chess in Switzerland, treated patients in Switzerland, is it?
Yeah.
Saka, you've traveled to over 10 countries.
Okay.
Culturally, what have you noticed? The difference between Zimbabwean culture, let me just say Gweru culture, since we know culture is diverse. And Gweru culture, we've got our own culture, it binds us together. Say Gweru culture versus the culture of people in which city in Switzerland did you go to?
Yeah, to quite a number of cities I've been.
Yeah.
I've been in Beni. It's the most expensive city.
Okay, let's...
Then there's a relatively cheaper one. That's Lucerne.
Lucerne.
Yes.
So let's put Lucerne and Gweru. Culturally, what are the cultural differences that you've noted between the two cities?
Yeah, is of coming together or interaction.
Yeah, interaction.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, our culture here of... I've seen some people going braaiing, drinking some these ciders and so forth. You know, in Switzerland, they do drink, but there's no braaiing, you know, because beef is very expensive. You cannot afford to buy beef.
Pork,
yes, of course, but it's the sausages, the bouvos.
Yeah.
What you call the bouvos here.
They've got
they've got that, and it's cheaper actually.
So would you say it's cheaper to have fun in Gweru than it is in Lucerne?
Yes, I would say so. You know, the feeling that you are in a foreign country, of course, you might say, but things are expensive there. Here we can afford this. You know, with our culture, naturally we're hunters, so we still get to buy this meat. We can have some braai. We come together, we discuss.
So what you're saying is braaiing is our culture.
Yeah, it's part of our culture.
How do you reckon?
Pardon?
How do you reckon braaiing is part of our culture? Not many people braai. As I understand, it's only usually people who go to the club who braai.
Yeah.
It's rare to see people braaiing at home.
Yeah. You see, in our custom already, they say when you get together, for a get together to be complete, then you have to have some food, of which yes, you see. So we should do the braaiing stuff
for the sake of the culture.
For the sake of the culture.
Okay.
And the discussion on its own, just getting together and discuss, sharing ideas, it's part of our culture. You know, in Europe, they don't entertain somebody.
They don't just entertain somebody?
No, they don't entertain. You entertain yourself.
Oh.
Yes.
Each man for himself?
Each man for himself.
So would you rather be in Gweru or in Lucerne?
Yeah, I prefer to be in Gweru. Gweru has everything. You know, even the security system in Gweru.
Yes.
Yeah, is so good. And actually, we have got some big men. You know what I mean by big men?
Yeah.
Those who have bigger pockets here. Their pockets are well stuffed, you know.
So based on pockets.
Yeah.
based on culture.
Security.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's what's needed, because
Yeah.
for life to be interesting, or for you to have a good life, you need
Yeah.
food security. You need
Yes.
security.
Yes. That's the
Then
first
you need
vital thing.
you need
Yeah.
interaction as well.
Yes.
Okay. Talking about that, let's look at the state of football.
Football.
Since you're wearing a
Arsenal jersey.
Arsenal,
Yes.
I thought it was Real Madrid because of the Fly Emirates.
No. You should read properly. It's Arsenal.
It's saying
we are,
visit
we, are,
Rwanda.
we are on top of the logo. You see?
Arsenal, is it?
Yes, it's on top.
Oh, this podcast was shot on the 15th of December or somewhere there. So
Yeah.
SP 15th December.
Yeah.
Arsenal is on top of the.
It's still on top, yes.
But do you think Arsenal is the best team
So far, because they are on top.
so far?
So far.
Have they won a league before?
Yeah, it's quite a number of years. It's quite a number
It's
of
been
years
30
now. We
years
have,
plus.
yeah, not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been 30 years since Arsenal is won, but then you are a diehard
Yeah.
supporter of
Of Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yes. Yeah.
Football has over 3 billion fans in the world.
Yeah.
Would you say it's the biggest sport?
Football. Yeah, so far is the biggest sport.
Is it profitable to invest in football? As per your point of view.
It depends which position you are.
Oh,
Whether you are the owner of the team or the coach or a player. Specifically, I don't know.
How do you think teams make money off of football? Let's say I decide to own a team, a local team.
Yeah.
Let's say, let me just put it as Spider Sporting Club, right?
Yeah.
How do I make money from when I start as a minor league until I'm in the Premier League? What's the process like? Do you have any idea about how to?
Yeah, first of all, when you are starting from the grassroots, then you have to lay your preparations.
Yes.
Well, it's either if you are starting from the point of the division point of view.
Yes.
Then you know what you have gonna do with these youngsters. Some of them, they cannot afford to buy even the boots for playing soccer.
Yes.
They don't have nice accommodation where they can stay.
But
so
then
you have to provide these things so that they feel.
Wouldn't you be losing money in the division?
Yes, that's usually with business you have to lose money.
To make
money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the Premier League. Your team, let's say your team has got, we know we have 151,000 people in the Midlands.
Yeah.
Your team has got, let's give it a market share of maybe 5% of that.
Yeah.
I don't know what 5% is. Let me just put a number. 5% of 151, I don't know.
Yeah.
So your team's got 6,000 supporters.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you make money out of that? Do you make money out of ticket sales? Do you make money out of sales of merchandise?
Yeah, a lot you can do. Merchandise, propaganda. You can do all this. You can make money. Even there are some organizations which can donate some money for the club. If you are impressing, the best thing is you impress.
You impress the...
Yes.
So...
You should win the hearts of men, actually.
So there's been speculation of in football, right?
Yeah.
That people start local teams to avoid tax, whatever.
To avoid tax.
Yeah, somehow there's a bit of that
trend going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't heard of such a thing. But you don't have to evade tax.
There's tax evasion. There's a strategy. There's a loophole within that.
Yeah.
Then because creating a soccer team.
Yeah.
That's a bit of social corporate responsibility, isn't it?
There's social soccer, of course.
So when you've got a local team, of course you are supporting the local item. Maybe the level of tax inovaedzikira shoma.
So from your point of view, I understand you are talking about somebody who is starting a team.
Yes.
From a point of view whereby
You are starting a team
no
with
funds.
yes, no funds. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't start a soccer team without funds. You need funds, right? So you've got maybe you've got some funds take somewhere, but then your vision is to start a soccer team, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
How do you benefit from that? Do you benefit in the long run?
In the long run, yes, I would say.
So it's never in the short run.
Because you are investing. It's like you are starting a mining company or what?
Yes, let's talk about mining.
You have to put in what you have.
Yes.
Then after some years or some time, then you have got the returns coming in.
Okay, let's talk about mining.
Yeah.
I understand you are in mining as well.
Also starting.
Or you do you want to talk about it, or should we not talk about mining?
Partially. Yeah.
Okay, we'll not get into the papers part of it.
Not into the deeper details.
So, how's mining life? How would you describe mining life to someone who doesn't know or someone who's interested in?
Yeah, it's something challenging,
The challenges that you faced.
You need to be really
physically
fit and rightly proper in your perspective.
Yes,
because so many challenges are involved. Yeah, of course, you have got to go smart.
Yeah.
What I mean by smart is you have got to make the proper way of mining.
Yes. Go the proper route.
Yes. Then, of course, you need some money to start mining. You need machines, you need tools, the workers, they need food, a lot of things.
And I understand you are hands-on. In mining, you know where your progress is going. You know what's happening, right? People sleep in tents, isn't it?
Yes, I actually sleep in a tent.
You sleep in a tent in the bush?
There's no comfort there.
There's no comfort. People think when someone says mining, it's all roses and flowers.
No. It's not such that easy.
And the kind of food that you eat, beef, every day, or what? What will be happening?
There's no braai there.
There's no braai.
Because you remember you are starting mining.
Yeah.
You have little funds to use.
Yes.
So maybe wakambonzwa nyaya yekuti matemba, chunks, cabbage.
That's staple food.
Yeah. Then of course sadza.
Sadza is
all the way.
Sadza all the way. Sadza matemba, sadza chunks, sadza cabbage.
Yes.
Is that because someone was saying kuti anzi nyama is a luxury kana uri kumaina?
Yeah, it depends which level you are. Because for the beginners,
yes,
yeah, he still didn't plan for the food.
Yeah.
Because mufanga utanga mabata o.
Yeah.
O ndo inozokupa ichi
return
mari yekuita muite zvese zvamainoda kuita. You see.
And the perception of when vanhu mine panonzobva kumaina also spend like no man's business. What's with that? Help me understand.
The risks involved there.
So you'll be rewarding yourself.
Yeah, maybe I go down there about 80 meters down.
Yeah.
Then I maneuver my way through the stones. There are stones which are hanging up there.
Yeah.
They might fall down any time.
So it's a risky business.
It's a risky business, very risky. So when one attains some cash, he has to make sure he celebrates
the achievement,
the maximum. Yeah.
With that, let's take an ad break.
If you have to fill a glass of wine,
yes,
then you fill it to the brim.
Let's take an ad break. We'll be back after a short break.
Okay.
When I sing a song, I mean a song. Tryna sing the song, we can sing along, we can make it. I can feel the songs the way that we can mean. Yeah, Hansi, amuna kukwana imiva mukwambo vanorova danda.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the second scene. We're still joined by Mr. Muzhingi. Mr. Muzhingi, can you tell us about what you think about the state of Gweru right now? How would you, if someone doesn't know Gweru, how would you best describe Gweru to someone?
Yeah, Gweru, for me, on a point of view, it's actually a city that is growing.
Yes.
So many investors are coming to Gweru.
Yes.
A lot of infrastructure is being erected up. There are a lot of places for entertainment in Gweru. And the people in Gweru, they are so humorous, you know. Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think Gweru is where it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's right on the right place.
Do you think Gweru is where it's supposed to be musically?
Musically. Yeah, actually, you see, it's not like Harare.
Yes.
It's not like Harare because usually there was a centralization of musicians in Harare.
Yes.
Everybody has to run to Harare. Like we've got a talented musician from Gweru, like Zizo, for example.
Yes.
There are a lot of youngsters emerging, but you know, it's like they are shy. They don't want to be in Gweru, they want to be in Harare.
No, I know someone once said, Danzi, the music industry in Zimbabwe is currently held by Vanwem Gweru. And that was a fact from what he gave to me, because he said DJ Tamuka is from Gweru.
Yes.
Oskit is from Gweru.
From Gweru.
And Murizo was once a Gweru resident.
Even the gospel singer.
Which one?
Mere.
Mother's Mere is from Gweru.
He stayed in Gweru.
So the music industry is currently being held down or held up or whatever, depending on context, by people from Gweru, right?
Yes.
Why do you think those people cannot make it if they are living in Gweru?
Yeah, you know, it's only the mentality that if I have to go to Harare, then maybe I face stiffer competition, or just to be in Harare, the capital city, or maybe because we have got studios of the top class, you know.
But then we have studios, high-class studios in Gweru. We have unsigned records. They by Tier 1 basement.
Yeah.
We've got Sanctuary Entertainment as well.
Yeah.
In Mkoba. These are state-of-art studios.
Yeah.
With the best quality in terms of music production.
Yes.
Why can't we utilize that and uphold the city and make it from Gweru and export the sound from within?
Yeah, I think a lot of things have to be done, partly on the point of these youngsters.
Yes.
They need to be informed that we have got studios of the top class here.
We do.
And we can still make it in Gweru. From Gweru, you can be somebody just operating in Gweru. You can be a musician of
the high caliber.
Top class, you know.
Top class musician.
And even the studios, they should advertise themselves.
Maybe
these musicians, they don't know that they've got such standardized studios.
I guess you are right.
Yeah.
This is a message to every artist who watches this.
Yeah.
If you know you've got talent, you can come through to Generational Music.
Yes.
We might know some studios.
Yes.
We might know some managers. We might know some promoters who can make you make a push for the better in terms of your career.
Right you are.
Right I am.
Yes. Because usually when you want to start something, you have to go about asking. It's like the career guidance.
Yes.
You have to go around, you ask some other people. They tell you how you can maneuver, you can do some things.
Yes.
Because if you say, I just sit at home and I have to go on the internet, I have to search things for myself,
Hoping for money.
sometimes you cannot
Find.
pull through.
Right.
Yeah.
That we understand. So we know that in Zimbabwe we have so many youths. Right. Let me just put it as youths.
Yeah.
How would you best inspire someone who's just finished school and they've no idea what to do next in life? How would you advise that person?
Yeah, first of all, you have to identify the talent that that person has.
Yes.
Because you cannot force somebody to do a certain thing that he or she is not talented in.
Yes.
First of all, you have to find out. You see?
Yes.
So when you yourself know that I'm talented in such a thing, then you should find some people like Reason, the generational music master. Then he can tell you where to go about. You see?
But then I'm not really a master. I'm just a verse. I'm just watching Dream Tungwa.
No, the knowledge you have so far,
Yeah.
you can help somebody to pull through in life.
Hopefully,
Yes.
I can be of help.
Why can't I say you are a master? You
If-
are a master in your own piece of work.
I'm a master who's not. I like to think of myself as someone, like how the non-profit making organizations are.
Organization, yeah.
I'm just doing this for the love of
It's passion.
it's passion,
Yes.
and I'm hoping somehow
Mhm.
at the end of the when I'm dead and gone,
Yeah.
people still remember there was a guy who tried to make a change.
That's legacy.
That's legacy. I'm building a legacy somehow.
Yes.
I try to make a change in the music industry. I don't know if I win or if I want.
You know,
But
you
then
know, you know,
I'm
you,
hopeful.
you know, that's that conscience you have.
Yes.
I like that conscience because when you have to do something, do it for the betterment of your country.
Yes.
When you say I want to do this, do it to the last notch.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, because you see, you don't have to have somebody behind you to tell you you have to do this. You have to be on work
Yeah.
for so many hours. No, just put yourself on a task
And do it.
and just do it. Don't quit.
Naked.
Yes,
Naked. Just do it.
just do it.
Just do it.
The truth is, it's just like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that was some deep conversation level type of item. This is the first for the podcast, having
Yeah. Sure.
these mature conversations.
Uh-huh.
So there's been issues, not issues per se.
Mhm.
There's been talks about, feminism.
Yeah.
What do you think about feminism?
We are talking about women.
Women empowerment and wara.
Empowerment and so on.
Do you think women are benefiting more than men in this world, in this century?
Yeah, I would say, Yeah.
Would you say women are privileged more than men?
yeah, women are privileged because you know why they are privileged.
Yes.
They stay at home, they look after the children, they take care of the house. The economics is a war in the house.
Yes. But then it's not all women who
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
Women have changed and they've fought for equality. Right.
Yeah.
Do you think men should be equal to women?
We are equal.
But But then, do you think we should be?
Yeah, looking at the situation we are in now, considering the situation we are in now, we should be equal, because you find sometimes the husband is going to work, the wife is going to work. Sometimes the husband basa ropera, mukadzi anoramba achishanda,
Yes.
still mukadzi anongoenda mberi achisupporta family.
That's the only factor that you would say.
No, quite a lot.
Okay.
A lot. But I'm giving some reasons why we should be equal, because in event of somebody not there, then the parent that is there can still take over.
But personally, I feel like men, let me not say men, women, what do you call this? Women are benefiting.
Are you not getting biased?
I'm not getting biased. But then, if we take 5 people to support in a session, we take 10 people and put a vote to say, who do you think, which gender do you think is benefiting more between men and women?
Yeah, I would say women. These
Women.
days. Yeah, they are benefiting.
They're benefiting.
Yes.
Which is not equal. That's not equality.
You know why they should benefit?
Yes.
Because it's all the load on them. All the load. Look from the procreation itself. When you impregnate a woman,
Yes.
she's the one carrying the pregnancy
Yes.
for 9 months.
Yes.
They are the first trimester, second trimester. These are
Stages.
that takes place. I mean, about pains or vomiting or what, she's suffering, that woman.
But it's always been there. It's supposed to be like that.
Yes, but we have to consider it. We have to consider it. We can't just offer a deaf ear on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We don't have to take things for granted. Of course, we know a woman has to carry
rather, let me ask another question. Do you think a woman should be submissive to a man?
To some extent, yes.
And the other extent?
The other extent, I would say no.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you explain?
Yeah, when you say submissive, you actually are going back to the older years, whereby
But then it's
our
our
elders used to say women are inferior.
The Bible even
But
says.
how would you stay with somebody who is inferior?
The Bible even
How?
says
Uh-huh.
there were 40 men.
Mm-hmm.
There were 40 people and women.
Yes.
The woman wasn't counted. The Bible also says
Mm-hmm.
a woman is inferior to a man. Who are we to change?
You know the reason why
Yes.
they were counting men and not women. They were only counting men, not women and children.
Yes.
Yeah, because the men are put up as an example of Christ.
Yes.
So they were talking about the disciples by those days. The disciples, the followers of Christ.
Yes.
So women and children were not the followers of Christ, but they portrayed in the image of God. That's the reason why God had to provide a woman to Adam.
Yes.
You understand?
So Zimbabwe.
So we don't have to be, these big mountains whereby we say, I wouldn't like to see an angel next to me. No.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
So recently, we've had we're in the era of the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The World Cup is happening right now.
Yes.
Analysis or predictions
Predictions.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah,
Argentina will win the World Cup?
Yeah, I'm going. Actually, I'm going with Argentina. I'm optimistic,
Yes.
very optimistic, and I go with Argentina.
Why Argentina?
Yeah, Argentina is a better team. He has got a world first class footballer, Lionel
Lionel
Messi.
Messi.
Yes, and
I think it's the
there's
best.
another youngster there, Martinez, who is the Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, he's quite a good young man.
Don't you think
So
it would be a record if a record to be reckoned with if Argentina wins?
yeah, for Messi, in his he's now 34 years old.
Yes.
So I think he wants to achieve that.
He
And
has to.
for his supporters like me, I would like him to achieve that.
But then the other time you were saying Ronaldo is the best.
No, I never said that. From we had such arguments long back about who is the best player between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. But I always said it's Lionel Messi. You know why?
Yes.
The two differ in an aspect of the other one has got hard work, and the other one has got talent. Talent doesn't expire.
Talent versus hard work.
Talent versus hard work.
Well, which
So-
one would you choose?
I would choose a talent.
Talent.
Yes,
Talent doesn't expire.
it doesn't expire.
Some people say Messi is an alien.
Is any what?
Alien. He does something
every-
that's out of this world.
No.
Do you think Messi's football is out of this world?
I wouldn't say that. There are some antagonists, some people who don't want to believe that this is real. You understand? So they might come up with such views.
Yes.
I don't know where they bring this from.
So, talking about something that's out of this world, as I stated at the beginning of the podcast, I said you've traveled to
Switzerland.
Switzerland and over 10 countries.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to travel to space if given the chance to?
To space.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I'm not a scientist. I don't like
You don't like...
I don't want to, and I don't like to be enclosed in a shuttle or something like that. I want to be independent, like where I'm sitting right now.
But then what
Yeah.
gives? I think it would be interesting going to space. I think I would love that.
You would love that.
I would like that.
Oh, yeah. Have you tried before to align yourself with the scientists? Or?
I'm yet to.
So are you following the whatever they are doing?
Yeah, I was following the Mars rover and the whole thing of trying to inhabit Mars, but then it wasn't full on following.
And were you listening to the radio to the radio?
People who know me and people who watch this podcast knows that I do not listen to radio.
I mean, in the news about the space and this physics, chemistry, whatever.
I know quantum physics. I know quantum physics. I know psychokinesis. I know teleportation.
Yeah, I just heard.
Those are the fundamentals that are difficult to
Yesterday,
understand.
I just heard about it's an atom fusion breakthrough in the United States. So they were celebrating the scientists managed to make a breakthrough.
Do you think aliens exist?
Aliens? Yes, they do.
What do you understand about the Area 51?
Area
You know
51?
Area 51?
Oh no, I don't know Area 51.
So Area 51 is sort of a space, not it's a area.
Imaginary.
Not imaginary. It's there.
Is there? Where?
Somewhere in the US there. So it is alleged that that's where they keep the aliens. No one can go there. You can't fly above the Area 51.
Yeah, it's hearsay. Sometimes you hear that and it has no proof. Nobody has been there. I wonder you still come to believe this.
Winky D even saying about the Area 51.
Yeah, you know, some people, they are doing a lot of things these days.
What are your beliefs
So-
about the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, that one, I also heard, you know, about it.
Would you be keen to fly over the Bermuda Triangle?
I heard no plane can fly over.
So, with that, let's take an ad break. Yes, we're back on the third scene discussing quantum physics with Mr. Mushingi. So, let's not talk about quantum physics.
No, quantum physics.
Now, let's talk about.
Otherwise, you want me to run away.
yeah, quantum physics. I know people run away when I talk about quantum physics.
Yeah.
Platform can flex about my knowledge base.
Yeah.
I'm a very knowledgeable young man.
Oh, sure.
No. Yes, I am. Running a podcast is something that's difficult.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about podcasts? You yourself,
Yeah.
do you think they are necessary for our industry, for the entertainment industry?
They are very essential, I would say.
How would you say?
Because they are piercing through
Yes.
in some areas that you cannot approach. You know, like when I was talking about some growing youngsters,
Yes.
they need to have the information about what they want to do, how they do it. So with the podcast, it's like a pill
Yes.
that alleviates the pain. So they are there in the industry to pierce through some black spots.
And that's what I've been doing. And hopefully I'll keep on doing. And shout out to Chance's podcast.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. It's another podcast here in Gweru,
Mhm.
which is making waves as well.
Yeah.
And shout out to that. I was part of Chance's podcast. I'm still part of.
You are still part of.
He can come through. I can go to his podcast. We're trying to grow the industry.
Yeah.
Right. So, thank you, Mr. Muzhingi, for coming through on the podcast.
Yeah.
We hope to have you back again soon.
Yeah.
As we understand, you're a busy person.
Yeah.
And this saves is advice to anyone who wants to start something.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, just do it.
Mhm.
Before I let you go,
Mhm.
what would you want people to know? Or what last words would you like to leave to the people who are watching the podcast?
Yeah, one thing I would like to talk about is, of which I would say my last words, of course, I'm not dying. I will
Yeah.
come there. Yes. You know, people should take note of some podcasts
Yes.
that alleviates them.
Yes.
They should not be reluctant or ignore these podcasts, because in some way they can enlighten their way. They can start a good life through the podcast. You know, some podcasts are like bridges. They let people through. The bridge stays where it is, but
Yes.
it lets other people go through. So in some way, a podcast, I will compare it to a bridge. So everyone who wants to aspire, wants to persevere, is to come through the podcast.
And could to it a step further, you can come through to Generational Music
Generational music
podcast.
Really. Yeah.
We invite anyone who's got a message and who feels they need to say something.
Yeah.
We
You need to advertise.
If you need to advertise, yes,
Yes.
advertising spaces are available.
Yes.
You can come through, advertise your business on the podcast.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mahogany Lighting and Sounds.
Yeah.
That's where you find your speakers, you find your trussing.
Mhm.
And as well, Bowling Club, Mahogany TV, go through
Yes.
the best spot in Gweru in
Yes.
terms of nightlife.
Yeah.
And the burnouts are coming through soon.
Yeah. Mahogany is taking Gweru by storm, my dear friend.
And generational music as well.
Yes, intergenerational music as well. You know, hand in hand. That's how we walk along.
And shout out to that.
Yeah.
Ukona munhu who's traveled all over the world achitaura kuti Morgan is doing something that's good.
Aiwa,
Best believe.
because zvinhu zvinooneka, zvinhu zvinobatika, ende
Yes.
hazimanyepo ka.
Azimanyebo.
Kana ukashedza vanhu vemaungani kuti chimboti uyai mutibatirwo makadai, aiwa
The best.
vanosiyadza sukwa. Zvinhu zvavo zvakarongeka, vane mishini yemhando yepamusoro.
Yeah, there's everything.
Aiwa, everything, yeah.
So
Just superb.
with that, let's wrap this up. Yeah, generational music. I'm out.
Yeah. I salute the generational music. So, ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Yeah.